Existence is a voyage, and every one of us hopes to be a successful voyager. Fortune frequently appears as a mysterious trait granted only to a handful, making others question if they are meant to be mere spectators. However, imagine if you discovered that methods exist to transform yourself into the most fortunate individual on the planet. This presentation will reveal the strategies for nurturing good fortune in your own journey. This isn't about hopeful wishes or passively awaiting destiny's favor. It's about implementing active measures to draw in and utilize the force of serendipity. So let's explore these core principles that can guide you in becoming the most blessed person you can imagine.
The path to luckiness starts with a crucial insight. Prosperity flourishes where there is liberty. Picture yourself embarking on a voyage across an uncertain ocean where you need to adjust to shifting breezes and flows. Being pliable and versatile are vital for sailing through life's constant changes. The more you welcome your autonomy, the ability to adjust, work with others, and enhance, the more effortless your passage will be. But how does one truly embody this freedom in relation to luck? It's about nurturing a receptive attitude that accepts transformation and variety. In a society that frequently rewards uniformity, striking a harmony between individuality and fitting in is key. Developing acceptance for varied viewpoints and useful feedback lets you integrate different views and adjust to new situations elegantly. This acceptance lays the foundation for constructing your route to good fortune.
Luck often emerges as chances that appear without warning. These openings might demand that you leave your familiar surroundings, embrace uncertainty, and venture into uncharted areas. Embodying your liberty means preparing to grasp these instances when they arrive. As you adopt your freedom and steer through life's uncertain seas, the next principle on your path to luck is to radiate positivity. Harness the remarkable force of an optimistic outlook. Positive thought is more than just a popular saying. It's a core component of drawing in favorable circumstances. Hope serves as a signal that pulls luck in your direction. When you uphold a hopeful perspective, you generate an aura of expectation and potential, which naturally attracts both individuals and prospects. Research has repeatedly demonstrated that hopeful people encounter more instances of chance encounters and innovations. Their steadfast confidence in the likelihood of positive results lets them face setbacks with endurance and flexibility, two traits essential for converting bad luck into good. The difference between an optimist and a pessimist is clear here. Those who doubt tend to shut themselves out from seeing lucky chances because of their cynical beliefs and anxieties. The vibe you send out matters greatly. It distinguishes an accessible entrance from a blocked one. Furthermore, the effect of positivity extends past your psychological condition. It tangibly influences your dealings with people. Grinning openly at people you don't know, for example, usually results in more common gestures of unprompted generosity than ignoring them. Happiness and a positive spirit foster empathy, encouraging others to offer support when they meet someone with a bright and encouraging demeanor. Mutual amusement also plays a key role in quickly forming social connections and overcoming personal divides. So, radiating positivity isn't solely about keeping an optimistic internal dialogue, but also about projecting that energy in your everyday life, which can then attract serendipity and advantageous situations to you.
Progressing on your mission to become fortunate, the next lesson, Aim High, centers on the value of steady effort and the quest for mastery. It's a widely recognized idea that dedicated practice and education are crucial for reaching superiority in any area. Yet it's important to tell apart aimless repetition from intentional growth. Achievement and luck typically prefer those who are prepared to commit to ongoing education and refining their capabilities. A famous philosopher stated, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not a single event, but a routine." Gaining expertise or reaching your goals is, in truth, a direct journey that many have successfully completed. The crucial step is to connect with those who have already gained mastery, luck, and success, demonstrating your enthusiasm to learn and your readiness to be mentored with modesty. Creating substantial relationships and looking for advice from seasoned professionals in your area of interest is an intelligent approach. Many individuals are often ready to help, assuming you contact them with an authentic intention to develop and improve. When you find people who hold the wisdom or background you need, initiate contact, pose inquiries, and request their opinions. To engage their attention and prove your worth, think about what you can contribute in exchange, be it your insights, effort, or dedication. The chase for mastery, directed by the knowledge of those who have already walked the road, is a reliable method to adjust the balance of luck to your benefit.
Having adopted the value of constant learning and seeking mentorship, it's moment to investigate the strength of creative visualization in your quest to become lucky. In the search for fortune and accomplishment, picturing your ideal tomorrow and actively chasing your aims can be transformative. Fantasizing, often underestimated as unimportant, possesses enormous promise when applied strategically. Competitors, corporate executives, innovators, and top performers from many fields advocate the habit of daily mental rehearsal. Envision your objectives and wishes in the most detailed way feasible. See yourself in the situation where you've realized your ambitions, feeling the sensations of victory. This psychological imagery works best when you are in a relaxed and serene condition. When you intensely generate mental pictures of your future, they grow so persuasive that your unconscious self adopts them as fact, strengthening the inevitability of your path. By enriching your visualizations with motivating pictures, phrases, or signs, and constructing a tangible dream board, you can keep your perfect scenarios strongly embedded in your mind. Pair these visualizations with recorded, extended targets covering various parts of your life. Incorporate bold, challenging aims together with more compact, achievable actions. Monitoring the objectives you've established can keep you driven even when you encounter difficulties on your route to success. As you steadily advance toward these goals, you'll discover yourself nearing your final vision more than you initially believed feasible. Readiness is a vital phase in this procedure. Begin by imagining your perfect situations, free from the restrictions of your present situation. This utilizes the potential of inventive thought, letting you investigate endless opportunities without being limited by rational thought. Once you've defined your goals and dreams, you can then start to create functional plans to realize them, considering your personal situation. Imagination is a strong instrument for constructing your fate. It assists you in mapping your route, fuels your resolve, and draws in the needed assets and chances. You might sense that circumstances align to support you when you are conscious of your targets and picture them as achievable. Delicate hints and surprising possibilities grow more visible. As you welcome the mysterious aspect of life and comprehend the potential purpose in daily happenings, you'll find yourself drawing in positive results that match your visions. Remain concentrated, be receptive to unforeseen events, and assess their value carefully without judgment.
As we progress towards turning into the most fortunate people, it's essential to acknowledge the strength of partnership. While personal attempts are important, they can only advance us to a certain point. In the pursuit of luck and achievement, uniting with others can intensify our potential and reveal a realm of new prospects. Across different sectors and disciplines, cooperation has been the catalyst for revolutionary accomplishments and unanticipated victory tales. Think about this. When complementary skills unite, they can generate combined effects that greatly exceed what solitary persons can do. By staying open to significant bonds and nurturing varied circles, we create a rich environment for lucky chances to emerge. In everyday encounters, regard introductions as chances to share understanding and develop together. Recognizing possible allies and determinedly chasing bold objectives as a united group can produce remarkable outcomes. Teamwork, when fully embraced, can drive us toward our fates as the most blessed people alive.
In our mission to decipher the mysteries of attracting luck, we must travel through the landscape of emotional recovery and pardoning. Unaddicted hurt, remorse, and bitterness can serve as major barriers that block our path to satisfaction. These destructive feelings frequently originate from previous events of hurt, disloyalty, or unfairness, which can create profound emotional wounds that influence our convictions and behaviors. Bearing the load of these weights can obscure our perspective on life, prompting a cautious stance that can hamper our ability to rely and discover joy in the now and tomorrow. However, comprehending the life-changing potential of forgiveness can direct us to amazing new horizons. Pardoning, both for others and for ourselves, is an effective method for freeing ourselves from the emotional chains that tie us to bygone days. It does not imply excusing harmful deeds or dismissing responsibility. Instead, it's a deliberate decision to free ourselves from the hold of fury, grudges, and cynicism. By selecting this route, we reclaim command of our internal calm, letting us form our future with restored hope and expectation. When we forgive, we make room for gifts and chances to enter our lives. Rather than focusing on previous wrongs and anticipating external validation, we seize the capacity to navigate our own direction toward joy. Pardoning is not an indication of fragility, but a proof of our internal power and durability. It permits us to release a victim mindset and manage our future, lightened from the load of unsettled complaints. Starting this path of recovery and pardoning opens us to the surprising and amazing options that fate holds for those who are the most favored.
In summary, transforming into the most fortunate individual alive isn't about random fate, but a product of deliberate action. Adopt your liberty. Keep an optimistic spirit. Pursue wisdom and train regularly. Release the potential of your creativity. Partner with other people and practice pardoning. These guidelines are your guide to attracting good fortune. Keep in mind that luck isn't a random incident, it's a decision you take each day. Proceed and command your future. Become the most blessed individual you can envision.